Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Charlesncharj coming back to you again with another video. And today is going to be a really special video. I have kind of a super special guest that has not made an appearance on my page yet, so this is going to be their first time. I have mentioned them a couple times in different videos, but now you guys are finally going to get to meet them up in person, and that's going to be my husband. This first video with me, and it's really exciting. I'm not really sure where it's gonna go, but I'm excited to see where we're gonna take it. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my husband. Okay guys, so this is my husband, and this is the guy who I've been with for a while now, and he's here. So I've mentioned him a couple times in the past, just being married and how my life has changed for the better since I've met this guy, and how much happier I've been since I've been with him, and the things that I've changed in my life, such as losing weight, you know, being more confident, being happy, being in love, and all of those things, and just meeting an awesome, great person and a great friend in the end. So I am super excited to have him here today, and let's see where it goes. So you want to say anything to the...
The only thing I can say is like, thank you to inviting me to on his channel. This is the first thing I can say, and thank you to make me get into your life. That's the second one. And well, I can just say just be open whatever you want to ask me or whatever you want to know about me, our relationship, and I don't know.
Okay, so I think to start, what'll be way easier is to just talk a little bit about you, about your journey and being here in Chicago. How long have you been here, and just a little bit about you, whatever you want to say to start.
Okay, so I can say the first thing I can say is my real name is Lauro Vargas. So, but I prefer to everybody calls me Juan, or the best thing for me or the best name is Juanito. Everybody's calling me by that name, Juanito, which is why, because to me that name it's something then. I feel like somebody really loves me, or really I feel something when they call me like by the name. But so I'm born in Mexico. I'm 41 years old. I'm Aries. I just turned 41.
He doesn't look it, guys. He doesn't look 41.
But I am. I'm still getting a lot of gray hair. I've been dyeing my beard, so. But I am. And I can say that I've been trying to take care of myself, like trying to be workout since when I was probably, I don't know, 25, 30s. I've probably not been really eating healthy right now because we've been getting to different kind of hard situation. So the only thing I can say now is like, please everybody take care of yourself. And be careful out there. Yeah. And it's really dangerous. Try to do the best. I mean, this is really important for everyone's, even for my husband. And I've been telling him, like, don't try to go out. Like, stay home and be safe. And he knows me. He knows me. He probably not even know how much I've been cared for him. But I really do. I do.
Thank you, baby.
And what else? I'm a hairdresser. I've been doing hair for almost
really good.
I've been doing hair for like almost 12, 14 years, something like that. I'm not really sure. Probably I'll start getting to lose my mind. No, it's not. I'm just playing. So yeah, so the only thing I can say is you can guys ask him for when you subscribe to his channel, you just ask him whatever you want to know about something about me, and he can probably I'm not gonna be right there in his channel, but thank you for inviting me, and thank you to make me to be here. And my English is not as perfect.
It's fine. He speaks good English. He was born in Mexico, but he's been living in Chicago in the United States for quite some time.
I've been living in Chicago for almost 22 years. I came and that was 1998. Probably I was like I don't know, 17. He's not even born, I guess.
I was born. I was like 8 or 9 years old.
No, and then I already start playing with those kids around those ages.
But whatever. It doesn't.
Oh no, it's not whatever. What are you talking about?
I mean, it happens. It's people.
Of course.
I know people that are 20 years difference that are in a relationship, and it just when it happens, it happens.
For me to be married with this to Charles, or it's really, I mean, different experience. Because way different, I can say. 11 years, it's way different. He's 29, I'm 41. So it's way different. So, but I can say, sometimes it's hard because the ages. Probably, I'm not gonna say I'm no more than him and some of the stuff like that.
It's just not a balancing act, and some things I have to surrender to him and listen to him, and sometimes I have to come
all the time.
He likes to think all the time, and you know what? Honestly, I can say most of the time I probably should listen to him. He's been here longer. He has more experience than me. He's done more things than I have. But I also think that there are things that he can gain and learn from me too, and that's what it's about. Just that healthy balance of having open communication and being willing to listen and learn from each other. So since I've been here with him, that's one of the biggest things that I've been trying to do, is just take in all of the information I can, learn as much as I can, and keep going.
And I'm not gonna lie, you know, in front of my husband right here, it's like, I can say he been asked me like not once, not two, maybe more than that times, making a video.
Yes.
And sometimes I can say my job. First of all, the first thing I can say that I'll be married with my job first, because I'm always there. I'm always with my clients, you know. So I didn't know that was a little bit hard to be married, to be a hairdresser and get married. It's a little bit hard because most of my time I have to spend on the shop with my clients, and sometimes I feel bad because he's sometimes by himself. But I've been telling him, like, you know,
go out and do things.
Exactly. Don't get stuck one place, you know.
But at the same time, it's also about me as a partner being able to support my husband in that way. Like, doing hair is what he loves. He's been doing it for a really long time, and he was doing it when I first met him. And he's still doing it, and he does a great job at it, and everyone loves him. And I love that he does that. He gives back to the world in that way, makes people feel good about themselves, makes them feel really pretty and nice and happy, and I support him. So yeah, sometimes I wish I could have him here or out and doing things, but I understand that, like he said, he's also married to his career, and that benefits me too, honestly. So it's just about having, you know, the open communication and supporting my husband the best way I can. So I understand he works a lot, but it's for both of us, and it's what he loves.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's true. It's true. So I don't know, what do you want to ask me about? Anything special? I mean, you want to wait for your followers to ask me for something? Which I don't care. Like, you can, you know, I'm really open, whatever they want to ask me.
Well, we have to wait till we post this and get more comments, but just to as an introduction, because we can always do more videos later when we have time. But what would you say would be the biggest thing you've learned since you've been married?
What is the best thing?
The biggest thing you've learned about yourself and about me.
Well, I can say, be honest, like, this is way different, because I've been by myself alone many years. So yes, to get married to different culture, to different
age.
Exactly. A lot, it's way different. So that's what I've been like tell my husband, like, this is, everything is really new. Really new. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we had like deals, sometimes we have to like adjust on something. Whatever we talk about, like, just really being calm please, you know, talk about it and being like the best I can to get a nice communication.
Yes.
Because that's the only way we can, well, I can say persons or humans we can deal with it.
Yeah, because relationship,
keep continuing on our marriage,
friendship, even friends or even family. Like if you're talking to your mom or your brothers or your aunts, you still have to be calm and be open to communicating and hearing them and listening to them. So it's not just marriage. I think just communication between people in general is really important. Go ahead.
The only thing I can say when you're marriage, everything's working out. Everything's moved on. And two things for me really important and what he really know about it. One of them is trust. And the other one, communication.
Honesty.
Those two things on the marriage life and even nice friends, friendship, relationship, marriage life, those two things is really important. Really, really important. From that, I think for myself, whatever, you know, from my age, whatever I've been learning all this life, is two things really important. And then you can, you know, keeps continuing for respect and I don't know,
trust on all of that.
Well, no, actually, that's what I'm saying. Trust and communication. There's those two things. On the first place, I can say, you can be with somebody to be a husband, boyfriend, friend,
yeah,
or well, how do you call side
piece.
Side piece. You know?
Yeah, that's true. And
yeah,
I would say, for me, I would say the biggest thing is to be open to new experiences. Like when I first met him, it was overwhelming just because he is predominantly, you know, Spanish. And I speak almost no Spanish.
What? Say it again.
I speak almost no Spanish.
No Espanol at all. That's the only I can. There you go. I was gonna say yes. The
basic greetings I know. Birthday,
1, 2,
months,
3, 4, 5.
Numbers, colors. I have some Spanish, a little Spanish, but I'm not fluent at all, and that can be very, very intimidating. And then even with him speaking mostly Spanish and I'm speaking 100% English, it can be intimidated for him. And in the beginning, when I first asked him to come on my page, that was one of the things we talked about, like the language barrier. And I told him, like, people seeing us, I'm black, you're Mexican, I speak mostly English, you speak mostly Spanish. That can show other couples, other friends out there that they're doing it, they're making it work, they're trying, and they're open to learning. We can do it too. So I thank you for coming on my channel and facing that fear, and because I promise you, everybody that watches this is gonna think you speak fine, like I do. Your English is fine. I just need to get better on Spanish.
The only thing I can say, it takes me a while to learn English. I remember when in the beginning, when I came to this country, there was like, everybody's talked to me and I was like, I can say I look like really idiot, like, what?
Yeah.
You know, they asked me for something because I used my first job, I can say there was a restaurant and it was everybody's. And you know what? The first place when I came to this country, there was a restaurant, and the neighbor, there was the whole black people, I can say now, you know, and don't start. So it's not because he went, no, and he knows what was my what is in my head about black people.
Yeah.
So, but I'm learning.
Yes.
I've been learning a lot of stuff. It's not everybody's being the same stereotype. It's the same thing like a lot of people think we have a stereotype for each
race.
Each race.
Culture.
Yeah, like Mexicans, you know. And now all Mexicans, we are the same, I can say.
Exactly.
We not all the like ghetto or ratchet and
yeah.
stuff like that. No. But sometimes we have a little thing, you know, little stuff is right there.
And I can even say, like, honestly, as a black person, not knowing much about Mexican or Puerto Rican or Latino culture in general, like, most black people, and it's really bad, so I apologize, and I apologize if I offend anybody, but the black culture just typically thinks that, like, Latino culture, they just love to eat tacos, for example, or like Latino people think we love fried chicken and that's it. But my husband eats all types of food, Thai food, like German food, Italian, Mexican. He doesn't prefer American that much, but he's very wide variety of food.
You know what? It's not because I don't prefer to eat an American food. It's, I don't know. I can maybe try, or I can eat.
You can tolerate it, but you don't
once
prefer it.
really wild. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I love American breakfast. I love them, like pancakes, French toast, crepes, or like head of bacon with eggs, like, or sandwich, like, you know. I love this stuff like that. I really love. But I'm not gonna like really love to
fried chicken.
Fried chicken,
Catfish.
or mozzarella, or macaroni and cheese. I can say. I'm sorry.
And it's funny because a lot of it I don't eat either. Believe it or not, a lot of it I don't even like.
Sometimes,
seriously,
he does. When he go by his mom, I remember, and he cannot lie to me. You know how much when I meet
you guys know.
Yeah, you guys know when I meet him. How much you been losing, baby?
I was 275 pounds.
How much you is now?
And I'm 220 now. So I've lost like almost 60 pounds.
See, have to stay away from all this stuff.
Grease.
Yes.
I'll be the first one to say, and I've said it before, my husband has been a huge influence in my weight loss journey. I started it right before I met him, but once I met him, it like ramped up. I went into supercharge because this man works 10 to 12 hours a day. And before quarantine and before coronavirus, he literally got up 2-3 hours before he had to be at work. Thank you. Awesome. And went to the gym every day. So I say that if a 40-year-old man can get up before his 10 or 12-hour shift at work and go to the gym every day, then I have no excuse when I only work 8 hours and I have the rest of my day to go to the gym. So yes, thank you so much for encouraging me to continue to lose weight.
The only thing I can say is it's not as only me. It's part of this job because he's doing it for himself. That's what I've been telling him, like, do it for yourself. Don't do it because I'm telling you what you want to get into the day. If you're eating healthy, you know, try to do your workout and stuff like that. I mean, it's not because I want to. It's because it's the best for him.
It's better for me. And that's a prime example. Like, even with just the food that he brings me, if he brings me Colombian food or he brings me whatever type of food, I'm way more open to eating differently now. Before I met him, I would have never eaten like majority of the food he's giving me. Never. I just never ever would have eaten this food. And it's actually really good food. Now that I'm not eating grease on every meal, my taste buds are different. I'm able to tolerate and accept different flavors. And it's just an overall better eating experience. And it's healthier, generally. The way that those meals are prepared and cooked are way better than the typical black fried fatness. So I'm gaining a lot from being with this man, and it's not just about the love and all of that. It's about the growth that from years on down, I can say that in the future I'll take a lot of the things that I've learned from him and move forward with my life with it. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm just trying to get him to take some lessons from me, to be able to say, I learned this from him, and I can be like, oh, good, finally, something. I don't know, I guess it's that younger, older complex too, that I just want to feel like my husband, even at 41, can learn something from a 30-year-old. Maybe it won't happen, but because he's a little stubborn. But I'll get there. I'm valuable in my
when he get to my age, he probably understand more than little bit.
Maybe.
But you have to be work hard, babe.
And that's another thing. I'm glad you said that too. This man works. He works really hard. And everything that he has, literally, from coming to this country with no language, no native tongue, I'll say, no resources, no family, no friends. He has built his own empire, and it is so encouraging and it's so motivating. And this has encouraged me to work harder as an American, just as an American period, whether you're black, white, Mexican.
But you know what, babe?
We don't have to do that.
It's really hard. It's really hard when you come to different country and you not even know for, like, I can say nothing. You'll be like 0 to 100%. So it's really hard.
But it makes you stronger.
Exactly. Everything, whatever happens in your life, it had a reason why. It's some reason. So it's a reason we marriage. Now we talk about something and see what happens. Even when it's marriage life, if anybody from that side had a marriage, it's not. I'm not gonna put like something is. Oh my God! Everything is love. No, marriage life is like boom, boom,
Ups and
boom,
downs.
boom,
Just
boom,
like
ups
anything
and
in life.
Yes, and it's like even a gay relationship. It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Especially too with age difference, just because, for example, I'll say this. Most people that are 40s, 50s, 60s, they were living in a time when they were younger where it was not okay to be outwardly gay to the world. So whereas you might see a couple standing in the middle of the street kissing, or you may see a couple holding hands walking down the street or doing something like that, an older gay person is not likely to do that.
Well, my opinion. This is yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my opinion, I can say. To be a couple, gay couple, doesn't mean to me, walking on the street, holding hands, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But kisses or doing probably more and stuff like that, I don't think it's appropriate. Why? Because I mean, we're in the 2020, and I can say yes, this is really open, like really open, everybody. But we have to think about kids. We have to think about all people. We have to think about even for women's, even for the women's. You know, whatever I respect for that person right there, looking at me, I'm gay, and this is what I'm gonna get. You know. So if I respect the other person right there, it doesn't mean I don't care if the person is right there. I don't care what is thinking about. No, it's not like that. I need a respect for myself too.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And I would agree with my husband on that. Like, I'm younger than him, but I also think that it's a time and a place for certain things. The way that my mom raised me and my family. You don't do that. So you don't, swear and use curse words in front of elderly people and in front of children. And there's certain things you don't do in public. There are things for private within your own home and within your own relationship. And then there are things that should be public. So I just feel like it depends on the situation and the setting. But that's also an example of, generational differences. And you can have somebody, I could be with somebody that's 30 and they could be super ready to just lock lips in the middle of the street, but if I'm not comfortable with that, then I'm not gonna do it. So it's just based upon how you were raised, and just having respect for yourself and other
you probably
people.
I can maybe say you might be having any Mexican in your channel. I don't know about that, but our cultures is way different. If anybody been visiting Mexico, people lives there. I can say they are really
different than Americans.
Yes, I can say yes. It's really here. It's a little bit different. Mexicans to born and grow up here and live here is way different. Are those Mexicans over there?
Original.
Yes.
Born Mexican.
Exactly. So when you go there, the people from there, like there lives there, it's really love the tourists. They really love people from different countries, which I can say now it's a little bit hard because you have to care for what places you've been visit him.
Visiting.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's been a lot of stuff. I mean,
it's interesting too because
dangerous.
I was actually talking to my sister earlier about this, and I am one of the types that I'm really open to new experiences. So even though I know like little to no Spanish, I am still very interested in visiting Mexico. It's more specifically where he's from, just getting to know his culture and literally like how he grew up. But I'm not afraid of like the mafia. Most American people are like, I can't go to Mexico because of the mafia.
He probably he's been thinking about my mom. She's gonna be like, there you go, my son-in-law. The first thing I can say, my mom, she's gonna say, who is this motherfucker black man? Why you married to a black man instead of to be married with a Mexican man, or why, or whatever?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it happens. Because
but
black people.
He's still like being. Actually, she say I'm excited and I'm like really to see your mom. I was like, you should be not, because you not even know.
I am not afraid to meet his
Okay.
mother. Even if she could hate me, and I still wouldn't be afraid to meet her.
No, my mom, she doesn't have nobody.
But I'm just saying, I would be okay. And there's black people out there who don't want their own people to date outside their race. That's really still a big thing. There are some people, black people, that just want to be with black people.
So the only thing I can say, when I come to see his mom and visit his mom, it's like I'm way different. Way different. I can say really.
But what was your?
I love her. I like to hugging him, kissing him. It's because I can say it's part of my life now. It's part of my family, and why not? And even in that, he knows. My husband knows how I am. I'm really, I can say, lovely with my friends, with my clients. Even when I meet the new friends, I'm really like that.
He likes to take my friends too. Like, even my friends, he's super, super like, oh my God, that's my friend. And I'm like, oh,
but it's not my fault.
It's so cute.
But it's not my fault.
I don't mind it. I want my friends to like you. I want you to like my friends too, just like I like your friends. So this guy, I got lucky, guys. He's a really good guy. He's really special to like a lot of people.
But sometimes we have some fights.
We do. Most people, I'm sure our relationships do. No relationship is perfect, and I know sometimes I get on his nerves, and I apologize in advance for that.
And you know what? Sometimes he not even know this, but I'm gonna say this. It probably something that's new for him. He not even know this.
Okay.
Because I'm not usually wearing my ring. And he knows that, right? Because whatever I do, I'm dyeing hair and stuff. I don't want to mess up my ring. I love my ring.
Aren't they nice?
That's really nice.
Yeah.
But I've been like thinking about Charles, my husband, all the time. You know, I can say this now. It's like how much he been made to be in my life. And he knows that. And I can say, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And you know what I've been getting through in my life? Some of them my part, because he not even know nothing that much. We just been married like almost, 9 months? And we married in September 9th, 2019. But he's been since then in my life, in my apartment, in my house, or we spend time a lot of time together. It's been changed my life a lot, like the other way around to the world, because when I was by myself, like nobody's bothered my space, nobody asked me for something, nobody asked me for, or I don't have to ask for nothing at all, and it's like boom, right there. Now it's way different. I'm not gonna say it. I mean, it feels like different.
Different, yeah, of course.
But I can take my husband now. It's like he's a nice couple. He's a nice friend, which he knows how much I love him, which how much I love him. The personality he is. He's really, really, really a nice guy. Amazing.
Thank you.
And probably I'm not being have a lot of time being spent with his mom, probably like 3 or 4 times
yeah.
we've been meet. Especially now it's a little bit hard.
Mm-hmm.
But even in my family, they love him.
Yeah, I love them. His family is amazing. They're all really, really good people.
We're really really close family. Like really, we have a nice communication in my family with me and my brothers. My mom, she lives in Mexico, but with my brother, we have a lot. It's an amazing, I can say. They're my brothers, and I love my brothers.
And I like them too.
I don't care if they're ugly.
He's
but
crazy.
They are amazing. I love my brothers. My brothers is one of my, I can say, part or my priority in my life too. And he knows, Charles knows, it's because everybody have priority. Like my family, him, probably my business too. But yeah, and I don't know what else you want to say. You want to ask me, or
I think
any comments you want to.
I'll tell the world that, again, I've said it several times, this guy is great. And I want you guys, everybody out there watching, especially if you're in an interracial relationship where it's two different cultures, please be open to change. Be open to differences. Be open to communicate with your partner. Because it's not going to be all about what you're used to. It's just not. You're going to go through differences and changes, and when you love a person enough, you're open to change. And some of that change can be for the better, like with me with my weight loss and eating differently. I'm gaining from that. And so I encourage you guys to don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to do different things. What's funny?
It's funny because you just said about your weights, and you just like, I remember one time he get drunk. And he was like, babe, don't worry about it. I can handle it. Like, I was like, no, you're not. Because you're not 240, you're not 280 pounds. Probably on that time, your body can't handle it because it was like...
It was bad, guys, because I had not drank in a really long time. And I was not as heavy as I was before when I was drinking. So when I would drink tequila, vodka, whatever, I was fine.
But he can handle it now.
But I got
cannot
drunk,
handle it.
And it was actually a month after we got married. It was on Halloween, matter of fact. One of his coworkers had a birthday party we went to, and I got drunk, and it was bad. I made it home, but once I got home, it was really bad, and I was embarrassed, and he laughed and everything. But I learned, like, wow, you have to be careful. So,
it's like I say, probably when I was in UH, I probably was drinking, and I'm still fun, I can say.
He's a good
I like to go out. I like to be fun with my friends. People being around me. I like to be really, really fun. I'm a nice guy, I can say. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna say for myself. I'm just letting people to say for who I am. And
but yeah, all of those couples out there, guys, just go for it. Communicate with each other, like he said. Those two things, trust and communication, are really key. And even when you have something that is really difficult for you to talk about and you don't really know how to talk about it or what to say, your partner is always your number one supporter. And if they're there for you in the right way, they're going to understand. It might not be the easiest thing, but just be honest with each other. That's one of the biggest things that I feel like the two of us have between each other, which helps us a lot, is that we're really honest. And I'm happy and proud of that. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Just be open to listening to each other. That's really important too. So yeah, hopefully you'll see more of him, this handsome face. And and you guys remember, I didn't say this in the beginning, but of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Whatever questions you have for me or him or both of us, if you have any ideas of things you'd like to see us talk about on this channel in the future, make sure you let us know. Send over a message or comment or whatever, and we'll get back to you guys. So thank you guys for watching so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me, and I hope to see you again. He will. And I don't know. He probably not. See you guys later. Bye.